We're here at the SEMA Show 2024 with the Ford Performance NHRA Nationals Top Fuel winner, Brittany Force. This is our WFO interview right here. Hope you enjoy it. Brittany, you won the race, an amazing victory. You had worked so hard, and what a payoff.
Thank you. It was definitely a special win for our team for so many reasons. We've had a tough season, a tough couple seasons, for our Chevrolet Monster Energy team. And it's been 2 years since we've been out of the winner's circle here in Las Vegas. And to wrap that up yesterday, not only that, we doubled up with Austin Prock, been wanting to do that all season long as well. And it was my dad's first race back since his wreck.
Can we go there with your dad? You know that everybody loves your dad. He's an icon of the sport. Everybody loves him. So in that moment, it was tough for the whole sport of drag racing, motorsports in general. What you went through as his daughter with your sisters and the race team as it extended out, it had to be just a total nightmare. You guys handled yourself so well, and to be able to put this exclamation point or however you want to say it, what was it like going through this process?
It has. It's been an emotional roller coaster, for all of us, not just my family, but all of John Force Racing. Just, going back to VCU in Virginia to Phoenix to finally getting him back home into physical therapy. It's been a long road to recovery, and it's been difficult, and then it's hard to get back into race mode, and fans are asking every weekend, how's he doing, and it's just a tough place to be when he's not out there. I've never been at a racetrack where my dad is not there and fully present, so it was hard to have him away and try to bounce back from that and put it out of your head and climb in your car and try to turn on wind lights. But lucky for me, the support I have in NHRA Drag Racing, all of John Force Racing, my teams, the fans, competitors, everyone kind of just really supported all of John Force Racing and reached out with their thoughts and prayers, and there was nothing more heartwarming than that.
Amazing. You ran Doug Coletta in the final round. You had never run Doug in a final round. He is the reigning champion. They were stacked against you. You're the number one qualifier, and you went down the racetrack and you got it done. When that win light came on and the struggles are now over from 1 second to the next, take me to that moment.
That moment was amazing. Again, it's what we've been chasing all season long, and I felt good about it coming into this weekend. As a driver, sometimes you come into a weekend and a racetrack and you start qualifying and you just don't have that feeling, and I don't know what it is. You can't change it. And then there's weekends where you come in and you just know this is going to be a great weekend. And for me, I knew that. And again, when we lost in Dallas last weekend, Dallas was a really tough one for us as well. We qualified well. We went out early. Jack Beckman wasn't able to show up on Sunday for health concerns, and it was a really, again, emotional roller coaster that took us back to Virginia. It's like, how are we here again doing all this? And then we got beat. I remember thinking, we're going to win this. We're going to win this for Jack. We're going to win this for my dad. And then we went out early, and I was sitting on the back of the tow car with Narciso, one of my crew guys, and he was like, I really thought this was it. And to me in that moment, I was like, no, I know why we're not winning here this weekend. We're waiting for Vegas. I felt it. I knew it that moment. But even before going into Vegas, I knew that Vegas was going to be it for us because everything is going to align. My dad is back at a racetrack, and that'll be the one. And I believe God always has a plan. Everything happens for a reason. And if you can't look at our weekend and not think that God is involved in all that, that is what I believe. And again, the stars aligned as they should have.
Well, certainly for your dad, and he's on the starting line, and then Austin wins and brings you up on the funny car for what I think will be remembered as an iconic moment. You jump, we'll see, right? We'll see. I think it'll probably be on the cover of NHRA National Dragster and other things. But just take me there, you and Austin.
It was an emotional win for me, standing down there. I tried to keep it all together in my interview. Again, it was just so many things happening, so many big moments. Again, 2 years, that's a long time, to chase a win and stay confident and stay positive and stay pushing with your team. And then to finally get that fourth win light and being able to celebrate that with your team. And then Austin wins and he's up there on, I'm cheering him on when he comes off the racetrack. He jumps up on his funny car and then he pulled me up there. He's like, get up here. I'm thinking, how the heck am I going to get up there? You don't know if you know much about fire suits, but you can't move very well in them. These things are thick. And he pulled me up there and we stood up there, and it was really cool to do that with him. He's, felt this season as well, the ups and downs, the roller coaster that we've all been through. He's had a killer season. I'm so proud of him, but it has been hard with my dad away and everything that's gone on and just the ups and downs. So to be able to hold his hand and, raise our hand in that winner's circle with our trophies on his, no, I'm sorry, not the winner's circle yet, on his funny car. There was nothing better than that. That was a big moment. Very proud to do that. And that'll be a special memory I'll always look back on.
And we're debriefing here with Brittany Force. Like, okay, when you saw your dad, when you saw your dad and he saw you, and you guys, like, whatever that family moment is where you're like, you dedicated the win to him,
Yep.
but where you got to be just like father and daughter, and, you know, Austin there, driver, like, tell me about it.
He didn't come out. He didn't come up to the top end. We were looking for him. We were calling him, and I know my dad. He didn't want to steal our limelight, and we didn't want that. We wanted him up there with us, and he kind of stayed hidden until we got to our winner's circle, and then he showed up and, you know, told us both good job, gave us a hug, and again, it was meant to be. That win was for him.
Okay, In-N-Out Burger Finals at Pomona.
Yeah.
Home race, home track. You got your mojo back. Can you go back-to-back and win the final race?
Absolutely, especially coming off a win. It's you know, it was meant to happen for us in Vegas, and now this whole team, we have this boost of confidence, this extra motivation, this extra pep in our step going into Pomona. You can't, you know, you could carry it all season long as much as you want, but when you win and you get to that winner's circle, there's this extra energy in our pits. So we're carrying that right to Pomona. I wish we were going there next weekend. We have a weekend off, but home track, final race of the season. We want to end well. We already have, you know, with that win in Las Vegas, but we want to do it again. We got one more shot at it.
Awesome. And you're playing for SEMA. After all, we're at the SEMA show. I know you're busy. I have seen the minute by minute. She is down to the second and got to go. But what's next?
What's that?
For here, yeah, at SEMA, at the SEMA show.
Lincoln Electric.
Oh my gosh! But they keep you busy.
I go by a schedule, so I have to check my phone. No, we'll be here until later this afternoon, signing autographs with all our sponsors. Excited to be here. We're at NHRA right now. Just came off the stage, hanging out with Joe.
What do you think of this giant Wally?
Yeah, I think we should sit up here, climb up there.
That would have been a good idea. I think they would have kicked us out. Brittany, congratulations. We'll see you next week. Thank you so much for spending time with us on WFO.
Thank you. Of course.
Brittany Force, she just won.